You are wasting hours chasing the so-called fat burn zone, and still, you're not losing weight. Have you ever noticed how those workouts, they promise you to shred fat, but nothing changes? I tried those workouts my whole life, and I coach over 1,000 wrestling fans. They all come up with the same thing for me. And even in my social media, the number one question is, what kind of exercise should I do so I can burn fat? The reason for that is because you haven't understood yet that burning fat is not the same as losing weight. And in this video, I will show the real difference between burning fat and losing fat, why training hard doesn't change the way you look, and the shift that you really need so you can finally get lean. Burning fat is like a wrestler racking out 1,000 moves, getting highlights, but never winning a match. You can dive over the ropes, do some superplex, or even some 620 or 630, say whatever. I'm bad at math. No, actually, I'm good. And you can even get the crowd chanting your name crazy. But when the bell rings, you're still the guy with the shoulders on the mat. That's the same thing with losing weight. Burning fat looks impressive, but losing fat is the results that you actually want, just like winning a match. And if you are tired of doing all these crazy exercises and never have your results, you can just book a free call with me and my team, and we're gonna see all the things that we are doing wrong so we can correct that and finally lead you towards your goal. Just click the link right here in the description. Number one, burning fat is not the same as losing fat. Your body has two different energy tanks. One is glucose, which is a carbohydrate, and the other one is the body fat that is stored in your body. When you train in a lower intensity, around 60 to 70% of your total heart rate, your body will lean to burn more body fat. When you get anything over 75%, it will burn more carbohydrates, glucose. But here's the catch. It doesn't matter what kind of fuel you're using in order for you to get lean, because the second you eat, your body is going to replenish these tanks. And if you replace everything that you burn on your workouts, you're going to stay in the same place. That is why burning fat, using fat as fuel, is not going to lead you for you to lose weight. To actually lose fat, your body has to dig it into that tank consistently, which only happens when your total calorie intake is lower than your total calorie expenditure, which means getting a calorie deficit. So just doing one workout to burn fat is not going to take you anywhere. And that is the biggest trap. You're looking for the wildest exercise that's going to get you to your fat burning zone, which is walking using a vest, doing 1,000 burpees, HIIT every day, all those kind of things. And yes, they may burn fat in the moment, but they never actually make you lose the fat that is stored. And number two is why training hard does not guarantee that you're gonna look better. There are a few things. One of them is calorie replacement. So after tough workouts, you're gonna feel more hungry, you're gonna eat more. Sometimes you don't even notice, but there's a lot of people that use that excuse. Oh, I did work out so I can eat. And then you keep rewarding yourself because you earned it, you put the work in, you earned it, and now you can have it whatever you want. But that extra food, we're gonna cancel everything that you've done on those hard workouts. And this way, your body fat's gonna keep in the same place. Other things, adaptation. The more cardio you do, which is usually what people do to burn fat, you are going to get better on that. And your body actually gonna start to spend less calories to do the same. So let's say that you start running and you're running 3K, 3 kilometers, which in American is about 2 miles. If you keep doing that consistently, you're gonna get better and you're gonna be burning less calories because you got better on that. So you're gonna have to run right now 3 miles, 4 miles, or you're gonna have to increase the pace, something so you can continue to burn the same amount of calories. And your weight loss progress is going to slow down if you don't increase as much cardio as you do. Other thing as well is glycogen and water. When you are training harder, over 75% of your heart rate, you're gonna be using more glycogen. That glycogen always gonna need some water to actually go somewhere. So you may do that and you lose a lot of weight, but then what you're gonna do, you're gonna eat and you're gonna drink water. All of that's gonna come back in the next day. That's why you see so many people chasing the sweat, chasing the hard work, but never ever actually get the results that they want. And that leads to the last point. What is the shift? What is the change that you have to actually do so you can see body fat going away? That is the first mistake, is believing that working out is enough. Just going to the gym or doing some exercise is going to lead you to lose some weight. The real change is understanding that nutrition controls the outcome and training shapes the results. Training hard will burn calories. Also, you will build muscle, you will build strength, but unless your eating is not aligned, your body will never dig to the body fat that is stored in your body. That means that you have to stick to a calorie deficit, but are consistently eating a little bit lower than your expenditure. Anything around 300 to 500 calories below your total daily expenditure is what I highly suggest and what I get most of my clients doing it. That deficit is going to lead your body to digging for energy that is stored in your fat cells and finally turn those into energy. And since you are not over consuming, you're not going to replace those anymore. And it will make your body fat shrinks over time. Without that, your body is just going to be recycling that fuel. It's pretty much like taking $100 out of your bank account, adding more $100. Take $100, add $100. What you have to do is you have to take $50 and add $100. So this way you're going to be increasing how much money you have in your bank account, and you do the opposite in your body. You're going to be spending more calories and adding less calories. Because having your body fat is like having a debt. And then to pay a debt, you have to spend less and add more. Now, it's very important for you to pair the deficit with some strength training. And the reason for that is because body fat that is stored in your body does not consume any calories. Now, if you build muscle and you have more muscle mass, you're going to be burning more calories over time, not just during your workout, and you're going to be able to eat more. Also, it's not going to sag your skin, and you're going to feel healthy. That is the biggest issue that people are doing when they are using GLP-1 medicines. They are losing muscle mass, they are looking in a different way, they're not getting healthy, and also that won't be sustainable in the long term. And with all of that, you have to understand that the real shift is to stop chasing for fat burning exercises or localized fat burning whatever, even supplements. You cannot measure the success of your workouts for how much you sweat or how tired you are. You have to start to manage a system that is calories, training, and recovery. All of that is very important and has to be one. Without these three together, it's going to be really hard for you to be successful. And when you finally do that, fat loss will become something sustainable, and most importantly, then you're never going to gain back. And if you finally get this right, fat loss will not be random anymore. It will become predictable. So what I ask is that if you understood this, or if you don't, just comment below right here, because I come back and I always reply to all the good questions that you send right here, so we can connect and I can do better videos for you as well. Also, I hope you stick around, subscribe, hit the ring bell, so this way you can know all the videos that comes here. There are 2 coming up every week with great information to help you out on your fitness journey in a sense that it's not going to be too overwhelming and very easy for you to understand with the terms that you know. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.